Welcome, Story Squires, to Story Lords, the prompt-based fiction podcast with 2 prompts, 3 stories, and infinite laughter.
Wow. That sounds like hell.
I'm Rich, and with me as always is Jeff.
I'm tired.
And Josh.
And I'm Sneezy.
Oh, man.
That's it. We're dwarves now.
I'm Gimli.
What happened? And my ass.
It's nice to be back. It's nice to speak to you guys. I feel, like I said before we started recording, it feels like we haven't done this for ages. But we have.
It has been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Only because the world's just collapsing around us and time has no meaning anymore.
We're happy to see a friendly face for once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that guy still likes us. That's good.
Any port in a storm. The port being your buttholes.
Oh, yeah. Port goatsy.
Our prompts this week were excessive violence and electricity. Electricity. And Sorry, Evan's having a row outside the door. So
what does that mean?
He's fighting someone?
He's arguing with Rachel, I think.
I don't want to go to bed, Mom!
That's probably it.
Tell Richard that I'm staying up.
I'm going first this week. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start reading. My story is called Doggus Ex Malcolmer.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
It's a new plateau we've reached in this podcast.
If anyone remembers what happened last week, every one of the 4 stories that I told last week ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. So now these will be the continuations of those. But
4 cliffs?
This motherfucker's writing 4 stories, and we're barely getting one out of our asses.
I know. We're like, it's so hard, and Rich is like, I wrote 70. It's a Russian novel. It's got 42,000 characters.
Me and Dostoevsky are fucking crossing over this episode.
Speaking of all the other characters, here's the 5th story in this 4 stories segment.
Oh my God.
It was when he flew backwards through the wall of the lodge on New Ithia as a result of the particularly piss and vinegar induced Grissom Graves brand cybernetic haymaker trademark that the technomancer realised he may have made a teensy tiny mistake. Maybe that mistake was trying to escape with the intention of killing them all. Maybe it was picking them out of the Omniverse and storing them in the lodge where his former prison Heath lived. Maybe it was the fact that he had ripped his way out of their friend Heath, peeling him open like an orange and leaving him a pool of metal and oil on the floor. Maybe it was the fact that he was the living embodiment of entropy and had tried to destroy the universe that time. Maybe it was that he reintroduced himself to Grissom by offering him a bag of old Cheetos he had tucked away in his cloak.
That's just friendly.
Maybe Grissom was just jealous because Technomancer was such a good dancer and had the moves of a young Dead Astaire. Who could say?
Oh my God. Blindsides me every time.
As the Technomancer landed in a heap at the edge of the forest clearing, Grissom Graves, Duke of Lead, guitar solo, came barreling out of the lit-shaped hole, throwing the devil horns in the wall, which the Technomancer had been glad to see made him look so slim and lithe. For someone who had been strung up like an IV bag while the Technomancer slowly fed on him to regain his strength, Graves was spry and came running at him like a trained gorilla without any of the training.
That's great writing.
What, padding the word count, boys. You flea-bitten chrome cock ring, Graves growled. I'm gonna tear you off your head and use it for a Halloween candy dish, and not even the good one I put on the porch. You can replace the one I received as a gift that time that sits in the cupboard and gets dusty. But,
Damn.
but you said you'd treasure that forever, Lionel said.
He would.
As he pulled himself through the hole, quickly flanked by Tamiya Santo, Tabor and Ludwig Squidlord. Stoker barged past them and ran up to catch up with Grissom. I'll treasure you growing pair of sex-making orbs, Lenny, or whatever name is.
Wow.
Hallgrim exited the hut next, pulling wires from his arm ports. That you, Ash? Sounds like you're vaguely Russian and also slightly mishmash Eastern European, probably deeply insulting to someone accent.
Just as long as you don't get their names wrong.
Yeah. His eyes caught sight of the giant moth hop flying, following a cowboy towards a skeletal ripoff. Listen, babe, if this is a new furry phase, I wish you'd asked me, but I want you to know I can make it work, he slurred, as a hand slapped him round the side of the head. You wish, you fucking sexual miscreant. Asher rubbed her eyes as she wandered out onto the Ithian morning. What is happening here? Where is Oryx? Where's the one we don't care about, Torgo, or whatever his name is? Where is Humie? Oryx suddenly came riding out on a micro-scooter, then stopped and threw the metal frame into the air. It spun and made a legally and distinctly different noise from a transformer, but Oryx hadn't thrown him high enough, and he landed with a crunch before he'd fully transformed.
Oh my god.
The micro-scooter landed in a heap of half-extended metal limbs. I told you that wouldn't work, Humie, Oryx winced, in terms of functionality or pathos. A grinding noise emitted from the heap of metal, and Oryx lifted him up on his back, Chewie and 3PO style. He was wearing an Evel Knievel helmet he had 3D printed in the minutes he had been awake. Ta-da, he said woozily, and then the Microsoft shutdown music played.
You can tell we're old enough for Microsoft ME.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where are we, lads? Hallgrim stood in shock at the scene unplaying before him. Did we hit the giggle dirt too hard last night, or has the syphilis finally spread into my brain?
Double yeah!
Tabor slithered up to them, his arms morphing into thick blades. Hold up, kiddies. We have a few new players in our mix of fucking weirdos. Tamiya turned, her hand going to her blade at the sight of the Season 2 crew. Dickwad's reinforcements, you think? Lionel walked up to them doing his best Grissom swagger, but only looking like he'd shit his pants. Are you friends of the Technomancer? Asher made eyes at Oryx, who stepped a little away from the group, trying to flank. We don't have time for your Dungeons and Dragons shit, little man. Trying to intimidate. I show you intimidate. Tamiya ignited the laser katana. No, he's the diplomat. I'm the intimidation. Lionel and Hallgrim stared at each other, something passing between them, maybe a recognition that they had both had partners that could mop the floor with them. They smirked at each other.
The only way.
Ludwig shimmied over to them, polishing a monocle. Look, dear fellows, they all have the same tubules and needles in them that we do. Fair to say they aren't foes at all. I'm sure my friend Heath can clear this up. His gaze fell to the distance, where the shiny corpse of Heath lay. Metal was split and torn from inside, as if something had burst free. Something like a fucking metal chrome monster who liked doing jazz hands and omniversal genocide.
Dude, the techno dancer, am I right?
Ludwig screamed in fury and jumped at Hallgrim, enveloping his face in tentacles. This is like a hentai I once watched come to life, gurgled Hallgrim, as a tentacle slid down his throat.
Disgusting character.
Oh no, this is terrible.
Gurgled Hallgrim as a tentacle slid down his throat and he suddenly got an erection.
Weird.
The crews leant towards each other, weapons and aggression ready, before time just suddenly stopped. They all froze, apart from the Technomancer, who picked himself off and dusted himself down with his tentacles. A ring of gold appeared, split in the air between them. outstepping a bard dressed in burgundy, along with a dirty, smelly-looking woman with dreadlocks and a rookie detective. Fucking
I didn't know your mom was in this episode.
Yeah! Fuck! Your mom stinks!
She's dirty.
Fucking hell, Doot said, glaring at her brother, the technomancer. I left you alone with them for 5 fucking minutes while I got supplies, and I come back to a Civil War reenactment. Except I guess both of these sides will accept defeat and stop moaning like pussies. I mean, Lost lasted longer than the Confederacy, and that was twice as shitty. And no one even cares about that anymore. Sometimes things just need to die.
Yep.
Behind her, Detective Brad Atchie and Madame Celestia. Remember them? Oh, I don't really care if you do. Just shrugged.
Let me get my bestiality book out. Bestiary.
Bestiality book?
It's next to Mein Kampf. Remember?
No!
Josh's
it's next
favorite
to your
book.
comp. Gotta really be careful with that one now, boys.
Josh's book club is great, but it is the same book every month. I'm just
That's
saying.
why Cracking the Spine had to stop.
Couldn't stop comping. I'm on my comp again.
Zane was like, Josh, I just can't read this book again. Give it up.
Did you read the part about the Jews?
That's me! What are you doing?
I was just doing what you asked, the Technomancer shrugged. I just offered Grissom breakfast when he woke up. This fucking ghoul was shoving Cheetos up my nose, Grissom howled, the vein on his head looking like it might explode. Doots went to Grissom and laid a hand on his paralysed chest. I know, Griss, I know. She turned to face all of them. Look, you all know me. You've all met me. You know what I am. And I'm here to tell you that this... man? She pointed at the Technomancer, who was tucking his oily black tentacles back into his robe like a work shirt into slacks.
Ew, they're not like prehensile? Ew.
He's not our enemy. He's my brother, my twin, and he and I are, and all of you are the only ones who can stop what's coming. She released them. Tamia and Ash both stepped forward and opened their mouths to speak, then made way for the other, apologising, then went to speak again, then apologised.
Classic Wawa door opening situation.
Fuck me, are they twins or something? Hallgrim muttered. I think they're like alternate versions of each other. I mean, they share the same mannerisms, the same attitudes, the same... Lionel suddenly raised an eyebrow. Wait a minute, don't get any ideas, pal. That's the mother of my kids over there. Hallgrim shrugged. Sorry, bud. Already filed it away in the old wank bank, splurt yurt, swelling dwelling, the old cummersile.
Cummersile!
This is a good show. God damn.
Wow, I'm glad somebody showed up this week. Damn.
It's like the idea of twins, with all the problematic incest discussions removed. Tamir eventually...
Problematic.
Tamir eventually got the words out. What's coming for us, Doots? What could be worse than the Technomancer? As if on cue, because it was, for dramatic effect, electricity crackled to one side of them, like the fabric of reality screaming itself open. Or when Terminator arrives, buck-ass nude, and some of you at home pause the film in order to see some sweet Schwarzenegger, just for curiosity.
I was unaware you could see the dong. I'll be right back.
And from that sweet ball of possible Arnie Schlongeniger... two stupid jokes. Stepped a dog's paw. The beach salesman was dressed kind of like Tom the Cat in that Zoot Suit episode, but instead of Tom, it was some creepy weirdo that definitely had a telescope that he pointed at his neighbour's windows. He looked at
Tom? Tom would do that.
And he's wearing a zoot suit at the beach?
Yeah.
It's very inconspicuous.
He looked at Ellie and Lionel like a cat looked at a Christmas tree he wanted to fuck up, his eyes darting over each of them, top to bottom in turn. Lionel had a funny feeling about him and was just about to say no, they didn't need anything, especially 2 loose ice creams when the guy didn't have an ice cream cart, so where had he pulled them from?
Where did he get him from?
When Ellie reached for the ice creams. Wow, These look great, she said in a cheerful inflection she had recently picked up from reality television that made Lionel want to tear his own leg off just so he had something to beat himself to death with.
Oh my God.
How much are they? The seller smiled, and Lionel could have sworn his teeth were sharpened to points. He blinked, and they were normal, if slightly wonky, teeth again. It hurt Lionel to look at the man.
He's British.
It hurt Lionel to look at the man, the annulus from the sunlight directly behind him blinding him. But more than that, it was as if the light made a void of the man, and he was sucking the very soul from Lionel. It literally hurt. A gift, Ellie, the man said. I brought you two. One for you, and one for Lionel.
It's the dog!
Lionel felt Ellie shepherd him back with a soft arm, corralling him behind her and stepping in between them both. How do you know our names? Ellie's inquiry was more than outrage at an invasion of privacy. It sounded like she was furious that he had broken some sort of rule. Like when your mother used to put more than one key in the bowl at the swingers party. I mean, seriously, she has more keys on her than a jailer at a Florida Supermax.
Wouldn't they know there was just extra keys at the end?
No, she's got different types of keys, everything.
Look, they're too busy fucking at the end. It's fine.
That's true. Nobody really cares, I guess.
Oh, Ellie, you know exactly how. The man smiled a smile that refused to travel up his face, his eyes shining an unnatural green. He reached towards Lionel with rotting, tobacco-stained fingers. Lionel felt himself getting dizzy, as if all the energy was being sucked out of him, like Leonardo DiCaprio sucks the best years of beauty out of all the women he dates and then discards.
Damn.
Ellie, in a flash, Ellie coiled around him like a malleable cocoon of metal, and then they were gone. He woke hours later in a dark motel room, something wet across his forehead. He hoped it wasn't blood, and reached with tentative fingers to find a damp flannel there. He sat up tentatively, his arm making the bed springs in the bed squeak. Ellie turned.
Flannel like a shirt?
No, flannel like a washcloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we call that a flannel.
Stupid.
Wait, hold. What do you call the things that Nirvana wears?
Plaid shirt.
You know what? I'm glad we're not in the same country anymore.
Every day is an education.
That fucking did it. That one thing was what set Josh off to love that we're not the same country anymore.
I mean, if you're wishing you're in America right now just because flannel shirts are called plaid shirts, I think there's a problem with your way of thinking. I gotta take what I can
get, dude.
Look, it's slim.
I'll take anything.
It is slim pickings out here right now, buddy.
Let me have this one thing, okay?
Good thing it's not called a Greenland shirt. Someone will try and take it.
It's very topical comedy. Thank you, Gallagher.
Ellie turned. She was standing at the edge of the bed like Kyle Reese when he's watching over... Wow, there's a lot of Terminator references in this episode. What a good movie. Yeah. I should watch it soon.
True.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. She stood watching out the window.
Note to self.
Muttering, not possible. Not possible. What isn't? He asked. Ellie wandered over to the bed, not making eye contact, as she sat on the edge and stared directly into the middle distance. We need to talk, Lionel, she said. Lionel cleared his throat. Yeah, I've been meaning to... Ellie just stared. I know you want to leave me. I know, Lionel. And the time is right now that someone's found their way in. It was a gut punch. How could she know? It's not you, Ellie. You're wonderful. He stopped. Wait a minute. What do you mean someone's found their way in? That man on the beach. I didn't know him. He's a new entity. And it's not possible, she muttered. Lionel put a hand to her shoulder, but she shrugged it away. When we escaped that lottery skyscraper place, I thought you'd freed me. I thought I had learned what happiness was. But this isn't it, is it? She turned around, her eyes so neutral. I know you've been having an affair with Samantha. He swallowed. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for it. Be honest, she said. Lionel took a deep breath in and out. You've changed, Ellie. Every day it was a new you, a new look, a new face, a new style. The Ellie I knew vanished every microsecond. I couldn't keep up. I should have said something. You already did. You said as much to Samantha, she muttered. Wait a minute,
Fucking Samantha, you whore.
How do you know what I've been saying to her? I'm aware of every person, every blade of grass. I made you a Resident Evil 5 remake that was less problematic, a third Ghostbusters movie, because I created this world for you, Lionel. I created her so that you'd be happy. We never left the simulation. I just remade it. The horror of it threatened to choke him. They never made a third Ghostbusters movie? Why?
Well, you've been living in a nightmare.
What exec decided 2 was a good way to end it? Wait, what? We're still in the simulation. You're keeping me prisoner here. So
Priorities.
That reunion with my dad where he admitted he was wrong for everything and hugged me and brought me all that Lego. She looked down at the carpet.
Jesus.
That was faker than a Kardashian's nose, Lionel. You wanted escape, so I gave you that escape from life, from suffering, from freedom. He stood. Let me out, Ellie, now. The door to the cabin creaked open slowly, and the ice cream salesman was there in the doorway. Outside, the world was breaking in static electricity and pixelated glitches. She can't, boy. She loves you too damn much. He turned to Ellie. He's lost to you now, Ellie. He won't love you no more. He will, she cried. Lionel stood as the ice cream man took a step into the motel and stared right into her digital soul. He's lost to you. No, she muttered. Lionel grabbed her by the shoulders, shaking her, shouting her name, but she couldn't hear. Lionel's voice drowned out as the world shattered around them in a maelstrom. He'll leave you, cold and alone. The ice cream Malcolm licked his lips with a sharp pink tongue. Come with me, and I'll show you a world with a much nicer, a much more perfect Lionel, who will love you back. Ellie grabbed Lionel's arms, and as her world ended, she absorbed every piece of biological matter into her digital frame.
Just like your mom.
If she couldn't have him, no one could.
Jesus.
Dr. Sean Tabor bounded into the village with Foxer, the small girl, behind him, only to find a horror scene playing out in front of them. The oily and black parasites from the ship had awoken from their human hosts and were like mindless beasts, chasing the villagers and swarming them, forcing their tendrils through every mouth, nostril and ear. When they had deposited their parasitical offspring, the alien life forms they had accosted were slowly transformed into more of them. Sean could feel the life form inside him trying to get out, and he pushed it down, putting a stopper in the bottle of alien jizz that was bubbling inside him.
Ew! You can't plug it up.
That's how you get ball cancer.
That's how Tycho Ballhay died. It's a science joke.
It's pretty good.
It was very good. No, he thought. What's happening? Foxer sobbed at his side as she watched her people die, and he grabbed her hand and held it tight. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Foxer, Sean said, pulling his shredded clothes up with his free hand. She looked him up and down, her would-be saviour with his unmentionable showing through a shredded science jumpsuit. Oh, yeah, really inspiring me with confidence there, superhero. Maybe tuck your balls in before you lift up any cars or anything.
This kid should not be seeing all this, man.
No,
Come on.
I can help us, the creature purred inside him. Let me free. Fuck off, you venom-ass wannabe, Sean hissed, and herded Foxer behind him, covering her. When they come for me, I want you to turn and run as far and as fast as you can. Run until your chest is fit to burst in, and don't look back. Do you understand me? She nodded, sobbing, but then a woman burst into the town square being chased and slashed by the creatures. Mama! Foxer shouted, reaching for her as Sean tried to cover her eyes and hold her back. As one, the creatures terrorising the town, his former crewmates on the colony ship, turned to the two of them. They were blind, but craned their necks towards the sounds and smells of the two of them, tasting the air with tendrilled tongues. I can spare the girl, it whispered. I can stop them. No, I can't let you win, Sean Tabor gritted his teeth, fighting against the loss of his humanity. Then he shuddered, feeling a pinch in his back. He looked down to find a thin, silver blade poking through his chest, surrounded by a growing patch of red. Oh, for heaven's sake, Matwatma Gandhi, stop being so fucking magnanimous.
Matwatma Gandhi?
Foxer said behind him. He couldn't speak, the air not moving into his lungs now. Now, Fiendus, take the wheel. Sean felt himself being forced into a small black box inside himself, a prison of alien darkness. On the outside, his flesh felt like it was tearing, revealing a slickened underskin of something other. He felt the clawing of talons inside, pulling muscle from bone, tissue from flesh, the world's worst proctologist performing surgery with a jagged, rusty spoon.
Ooh. That's not how they do it normally? Oh.
You need to stop going to that back alley proctologist you were recommended.
He's cheap!
He calls me Purdy.
He's cheap and he'll give you a kiss right on the lips.
He says my butthole pretty.
Not anymore, it's not. He convulsed and fell in a leap of pulsing mass as Fox's paws padded against the earth. The other parasites stopped, watching their fellow, nervously tasting the air. And as Sean Tabor rose from the ground, bigger, swole as a WWE wrestler on cheat day with an allergy to shellfish at an all-you-can-eat harbour buffet.
Provocative. Wow.
Harbour buffet?
Black tendrils writhed along what was once Sean's body. His face was an oily skull of obsidian that roared in anger. As the other parasites fled, off to hunt this world to extinction. The thing that was once a doctor turned towards the little girl, morphing back into a dog, and bared teeth that were made of alien tissue and darkness. Whoa there, boy, Malcolm sneered. Are you hungry? How about I shows you a place where there's all manner of treats to play with? No, screamed Sean, banging on the walls of his own body from within as Malcolm opened a portal of blue electricity for them both, and the parasite led them through. Tamia burst through the door of the control room with Jokey on her back like Master Blaster, but cooler because I wrote it and less weird because I don't exploit little people for clout in my stories.
There's a lot of
It's Australia's pastime.
A lot of virtue signaling in this one, Richard.
The rebellion to overthrow the planet had been glorious. While Tamia was rousing up every disgruntled soul in the Colosseum to refuse to fight for sport, Jokey had been disabling control collars and doors throughout the complex with their lizard friend Gargan's security device he had pilfered from a guard. The result was a cacophony of violence, with the security forces being torn apart in the sort of social revolution that is coming in our own reality, hopefully, maybe
God,
one
please.
day soon.
Oh, God.
Please.
God.
How about now?
Yeah, please.
Any day now.
The room was all white with silver metal accents, a new money kitchen refurb with all money and no taste. There was a lowered seating pit where a white leather circle of sofas around a central destroyed console fizzed electrical sparks. There were two dead things in the pit, a tentacled half-robotic woman with a flat face suspended in preservative fluid. The face was almost shredded, the liquid leaking into pools of blue on the floor. Next to her, with several small holes in his torso like a slab of Swiss cheese, was a larger humanoid, his skin oily and grease-laden, slumped over his hover chair. Gargan need hot rock. Something feel wrong here, the little lizard man
Oh, my God.
muttered to Tamia as he shook. Jokey knew exactly what he meant. It was cold here, as if this was a tomb or J.K. Rowling's soul.
I know it's coming. It's just when.
They're dead, Tamia muttered, almost sad. She had been robbed of her vengeance. Jokey put a hand to his friend's shoulder. Tam, it's over. We can go. A scuffle from the next room, glass shattering, drew the three of them into the antechamber opposite. There, a Nosferatu-looking motherfucker with a high collar and claws was choking the life out of a cute little dog. Betrayer! The ghoul, the last of the curators known as Nestor, shouted. Jokey gave Tam a nod, and Tamia swung him out and round Nestor on the chain that bound them. Jokey clambered over and around Nestor, then pulled the chain around his neck as he and Tammy crossed each other, creating a snare. In the confusion, Nestor dropped the dog, who spluttered and whined. He fell to his knees, grasping at his neck. "Stop! Not what you think. Betrayal," he gasped. Tamia
evil dog!
Tamia tightens
dog!
Tamia tightened the chain around Nestor's neck. "I don't want to hear this from you, you fucking bagul. I have a skin condition," he wheezed.
Oh my God.
Tammy pulled tighter. "Where is my husband? My children? How can I get back to my world?" Nestor paled even more. "Can't. Reality. Utterly destroyed. It was..." The dog slashed Nestor across the face, his jaw coming completely away from his skull and hanging. He tried to speak, but all that came out was a gurgling, bloody spittle. "You fiend," the dog said. "You took little old Malcolm's world and this poor woman's family away from them for kicks, for kibble, for ruling the universe and with kicks and kibble." He looked at the assembled trio. "They kept me as a pet after they stole me from my world. They were terrible cruel to me. They kicked me. They starved me. The handle's Malcolm. I'm joking."
I believe this talking dog who's not evil at all.
This is the good Malcolm we haven't met yet.
"I'm Jokey. This is Gargan and Tam," Jokey said solemnly. "Well, what do we do now?" Gargan twiddled his tail between his fingers. "Gargan would like go back and pick maggots to eat off 2 corpses back there."
He's got priorities.
He's hungry, everybody.
Tamia screamed and grabbed Nestor's head in her hands. She squeezed, pressing her thumbs into his eyes. Jokey and Gargan tried to raise a protest, but were interrupted by the resulting cascade of blood and brain that hit them both. Gargan looked shifty and then ran over to eat all the bits of skull and brain.
Ew.
All this is missing? Hot rock.
Gargan need hot rock after a meal.
"Tam, it's okay, we'll work this out." Tamia just stared down at the mess she had made. "Work what out, Jokey? I'm done. I've got nothing left to live for now." Jokey was so horrified that he didn't notice Malcolm smiling. The dog padded over to the controls and pressed some buttons, making a doot-doot-doot noise with his mouth.
Damn! Science dog!
An electrical portal opened, and he glanced over at Tamia's stony face. "This readout says this portal will take us to their employers, the people that are responsible for this whole power struggle."
This is the fucking ending of Silent Hill 2.
Tamia's neutral face turned instantly to rage. She stood, and despite Jokey's whispers that something felt off, not least because computer noises don't really sound southern, she ignored him. Then we've got...
Yours don't.
Yeah, maybe to Jeff they do. It's like he's colorblind, you know? Maybe colors look southern.
I'm sound blind too.
Clippy
I'm
says...
just guessing what you guys are saying.
Doop. There, I said it how you can understand it.
Clippy says yawl at the end when he talks to Jeff.
Y'all need any help from Clippy?
I would never listen to Clippy.
He's no badgie.
Then we've got more people to slaughter then, don't we? Tamia said.
Yes.
Calandra Graves cartwheeled out of the aisle and into cover. At the end of the train car, a group of robots were firing hot plasma towards her, tearing up the buffet car's leather seats. "Please give up. I do not like terminating life forms. Please give up. I do not like terminating life forms, but am programmed to do so," one of the bots yelled. "I have to have weekly therapy."
Weekly? You should be in an institution.
Fucking asshole, giving the clankers feelings, Calandra muttered.
Jeez.
Fuck him, kill him.
"Alls I want is the Void Vault, BD-800's mainframe," Calandra shouted over the cacophony of laser fire that returned. "If you can just walk away, Hey! Came a shout from the end of the car. Sorry. Walk and roll away on your tank treads. Thank you!
Fucking racist.
The voice returned. Then we're all good. Calandra poked her head up. She could just about see the buffet car about to come through to this carriage, a little attendant pushing it in a red suit and cap. I don't want to hurt anyone other than your master. Look in your memory banks. That toaster in the form of a man has murdered thousands of innocents, bot and human alike. The bots conferred for a few seconds. We are sorry, Duke Graves, but BD-800 has installed dead men switches in our code. We cannot deviate from order or our lives are forfeit. She grabbed up a big chunk of seat foam and spun it like a discus towards the 4 bots at the end of the train car. The foam was instantly sucked into one bot's chest air venting system, and she began to cough and splutter and bent over double, venting bits of foam onto the train car floor. One of the other robots
shitty design.
One of the other robots stepped over to quickly give her the Heimlich, and Calandra popped up to shoot them both through the cranium with one bullet as soon as their heads lined up.
What?
A volley of fire from the remaining 2 bots turned her cover to Swiss cheese. Jenkins' bot was only 2 days from decompiling, the tank bot yelled. Does anyone want anything from the trolley? Came a familiar voice as the carriage door opened. Calandra listened as the bots considered. How kind to have laid on lunch options, one bot said. Calandra yelled into the air, You better be clear, Squeebus, otherwise the heat you'll feel will make that rat herpes you have feel like a tickle. She popped up and took a shot at the canister under the trolley, setting off a little explosion that disabled her 2 attackers. Squeebus, predictably, was not clear, and he came rocketing down the aisle, his little red conductor suit on fire. Calandra yanked him out of the air and put him in her holster to snuff the flame. Good job, you diseased little plague carrier. Plague carrier? Have you been talking to my ex-wife? Squeebus pouted.
Ex-wife.
Yeah.
Calandra barreled past the bots and into the last carriage. This was it. All these months searching for BD-800's mainframe, and here it was. One last door and they would be free. Her husband, Grissom, her family, avenged. The room was an obsidian black, with one simple box in the middle. This is why no one could find the Void Vault. It was constantly on the move, on this weird space train that the author doesn't really want to explain, so don't look at it too hard.
What's to explain?
Space train.
Space and train together. I got
It's
it.
a train in space. Figure it out.
I don't get what you don't. What does anyone else need?
Squeebus had stolen the tracker, and with it they had found what they'd been looking for. Thank you for your help finding this place, Squeebs. If you weren't a disgusting joke with all the personality of a soiled sleeping bag, I could kiss you. Squeebus puckered up his little rat lips. I've been working on my personality, Calandra. She ran her hands over the box. Yeah, but I ain't been working on dropping my standards lower than a sausage dog nutsack, so put those dick suckers away, Squeebus.
Come on.
Give Squeebus a kissy.
She opened the box, and nothing but an empty shell. You look like you're here for the same reason I am, claws pattered against the black floor. Been hunting that metal psychopath for longer than I care to remember. Name's Malcolm. Squeebus stepped between Malcolm and Calandra.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
You stay away from her, dog. The only fleas Miss Calandra wants are mine. Calandra pushed her friend to one side with a boot. Hold on there, hero. You have any clue where this databank is now? She fingered her pistol. Something didn't seem right here. Malcolm coughed up a small holodisc. It fell to the floor, covered in drool, then flickered on. It showed BD-800, although he was different. Less robot and more skeletal, with ram horns and a goofy, might be a hero next season grin.
You know the grin.
He's jumped realities, I think, Malcolm said. But there, he seems like he's vulnerable. Why don't we go kill him? Malcolm, Oryx growled as the dog pitter-pattered out from his portal. The others, season 1 and 2 crew alike, instantly knew who their enemy was. The fighting stopped, and each person reached for their weapons or braced for some sort of attack. Wait, you can see him? The technomancer squealed. Everyone! This is my beloved imaginary dog, Malcolm. One of Malcolm's tentacles hit out and knocked the technomancer far over the tree line so he could land a couple of miles away. Fucking idiot.
I love the technomancer now.
We sure this guy's the enemy, Doots? I love him already, Grissom smirked.
Yeah!
Oh my, soon to be deader than Disco Cowboy. I'm more enemy than you could ever know. Malcolm stepped to one side, allowing the army he had gathered out of his portal. An AI woman, a hulking, inky monster, a barbarian, her sidekick, and a lizard man, a duke of lead, and a rat for some reason.
With a gun?
Fellas, go fetch. To be concluded.
Oh, they're being duped.
No! The dupes of lead.
Yes.
It's fun that Rich has created this incredibly intricate story spanning multiple universes just to get us to want to hurt a dog.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's punch a dog.
Malcolm
Like,
is.
I don't care.
Malcolm is the fucking pits, man.
I mean, I guess if you had like a shitty dog that you wanted to kill, it would have to be a pretty fucking shitty dog, right? Because like
how
I
many-
don't want to kill a dog.
How many universes could Malcolm destroy before he would be shitty enough for you to want to kill him?
Oh,
Well, since there's infinite, I guess an infinite amount. Because an infinity divided by infinity is
This
still
is a
infinity.
busy dog, man, is what I
Yeah.
learned this episode.
yeah. He's he's like super powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if he was everywhere at once, all at the same time.
I saw a movie about that once.
Like my guilt.
He wants Kellen. He wants Kellen bad, and she's not. Where is she? She's not.
Yeah.
She's not around.
That's a good question.
No one knows where Kellen is except
But
me.
why does he want Kellen so bad?
Well, Kellen
That's the
is the only dual technomancer Doots that has all the powers and hasn't yet. Well, she's kind of been corrupted, but she's not corrupted in the same
but-
way that all the other Council of Doots were.
Is it not for belly scritches?
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean-
She's got sausages in her pocket.
Sausages.
Got chewy, yummy, smoky bacon.
She's got one of those big Scooby-Doo sandwiches that's really tall.
Dagwood?
Yeah.
Love a Dagwood. No,
Love a good dag.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's 100
I don't
characters.
know how you kept all this together. It's crazy.
I've got that. I'm going to put on Patreon a character reference sheet. I worked out that I have done. There are now like 32 regular characters in this episode. So yeah.
George R.R. farting over here.
You said that
Jesus
before.
Christ.
He did, and it was great both times. I think it's interesting to note that in the entirety of my Johnny Long story, there were 8 characters.
I don't even know. I've never even counted. I just like they're all just blend together.
Yeah.
You know?
You've easily got nearly as many characters as me, I think.
Yeah, but they're not as well written or good
That's
or
not
even interesting.
true.
They don't all hang out in rooms together all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
So 1 episode left of this season. Where am I going to take it?
Woof.
Who knows?
I don't know. It could be anything because you're a sick fuck.
True. It could also just be a prelude to the next season. I wonder if that's the answer.
Maybe that's the best way to go.
Possibly.
Speaking of Lost,
Right. Okay. Now that we've ended that on a very low point, let's go to a break, and we'll be back after this excellent piece of music. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the first part. We are going to take...
There's no more cum left in my balls.
Wow.
We'll see about that.
We're going to head over to a drained, empty, spent Josh for...
Draining old husk balls.
Josh Huskerson.
By derailing your intro here.
Puffer balls, they call them.
Ew.
His balls are like the old man at the end of who's guarding the
2001
Cup of Christ.
Space Odyssey?
No, the Cup of Christ.
Oh, the fucking yeah.
The Crusader.
I'm so old.
His balls look like the homeless person behind the restaurant in Mulholland Drive.
Damn! Don't say that.
You jizzed poorly.
I do not want that to be that movie.
Yeah, but let's head to Darrenos.
All right, what is this? Prompts electricity and violence or something? Okay.
Electricity and excessive violence.
He is making the story up on the spot right now.
I may have not had one of those, but I have made up for it in other ways, hopefully. My story this week is called The Battle of 69 Armies.
Holy fuck.
Wow. How many pages
So many
is it?
armies.
69.
Oh, no!
Strap in,
Page for
everybody.
each army. Joey Pizza stumbled through a cave covered in weeks' worth of filth. He and the little foxkin Fen had been on the run from the Lich's army for what felt like a marathon watching of all the Lord of the Rings movies. Dust crumbled onto his pompadour from above. He looked up and saw a skittering of something. "Come on, kid, let's keep moving," he said, hurrying the little refugee along. From above, glowing yellow eyes shone brightly in the darkness of one of the cave's crevices. The creature pulled out an all-see ball and began to speak. "We got another one," it said as it lurked back into the shadows quietly. Screeched a bird from behind the mysterious figure. "God damn it, Jerry, you're ruining my cool guest appearance, fuck!" the merc-monk said, squeaking wildly at his neighbor who was there with him for some reason.
Fucking Jerry.
Joey squeezed himself into a crevice that looked remarkably like a Georgia O'Keeffe painting, but made of rocks. If he were Brandon Braga, he would have found himself extremely turned on by this most vaginal of crevices. But he was too tired to even get a boner. Truly exhausted, he shimmied through, followed by Fen, and then fell to the cave floor out of breath. "Halt! Who goes there?" a voice shouted from ahead. Your fucking mother," Joey said, gasping for breath. "If you're gonna kill us, just do it already so I can walk the halls of Dohala and bask in the Alfredo vaults with my ancestors. And then fuck your mom 1,000 times while she's covered in melted mozzarella." "Mayor Pizza?" another voice shouted from ahead. Joey's vision blurred as the last thing he saw was Demi and Fred running towards him. They were asking him a million questions, but he was already passed out. Joey woke up in a dingy castle. A few refugees were patting his head with wet towels as he came to. He blinked the exhaustion away as he saw he was hooked up to a potion IV. "Fuck you, car." "Fuck you, Jerry."
The enemies are here.
"What in the Chicago Hope fuck is going on here?" he said groggily. Sid and the gang were all sitting around waiting for him to awaken. Who's talking here? "Sid, thank pepperoni St. Paul. I thought..." But before he could finish, Fred held an axe to his throat while Sid used socks to do the same to his nuts. "How did you find us?" Sid asked matter-of-factly. "What? Find you?" Joey stammered. "We were just walking around trying to avoid the, massive evil army. Almost dying from thirst and whatnot," Joey said, surprised. "The kid, I saw his family. The kid. Where's the kid?" Joey shot up. "He's fine. We found some sympathetic dogmen who are going to take care of him," Demi said to Joey's relief. "Thank God, not that I, cared for him, cared if he was okay or whatever, but I don't need that for my career. Local mayor steals Fox Boy. He spread his hands apart like he was reading an all-Seaball article. Local mayor, Epstein Island visitor? He said, doing another article motion. Mayor Pizza, was he only there for the bone skis? He said, doing yet another rendition of this bit. Chick, get the device, Sid said, turning to Chickpea. Chick moved closer to Joey, wearing Peppercorn's old steampunk goggles. She flipped them down and rubbed two diodes together, causing electrical sparks to zit and zat so close to Joey's face, he could smell the cheese in his mustache burning. That's gross.
It's gross.
Whoa, Joey said, trying to slide back on the bed from whatever this torture device was. Relax, your highness, she said. It's just a device that, checks for tracking magic and physical trackers. It also can tell if you're pregnant. Chick smiled as she rubbed the diodes together again. They were connected to a rolling cart that had all manner of all-sea balls and makeshift electrical components hooked together, and what looked like the Frankenstein version of the AV cart your teacher would roll into class when they had a hangover.
We've all been there.
Is this going to hurt? Joey pleaded, almost crying. Not at all, Demi said, lying. Simultaneously, Chick said, oh yeah, like a lot. But before he could react, Chick placed the diodes onto Joey's nipples and the machine began to whir to life. Do you have to put them on the nipples, huh? Joey asked. Nope, Chick said as she flipped the Frankenstein switch on the device. It sent magical mana-infused electricity shooting through both Joey's nubbly little nips at the speed of light. He was frozen onto the bed as the device searched for any signs of tracking. The all-sea balls that were taped together began to coalesce into an image. There, inside Joey's upper stomach, was a golden xenomorph. As if it knew it had been seen, it did a bow and tipped his top hat to the crew.
It's got a top hat?
Yeah. That thing is inside of me, Joey screamed, still in agony and now terrified because there was a lichling inside of his poop chute. Fuck. He knows where we are, Fred said, holding the axe closer to Joey's neck. Joey couldn't move, and frankly, he wasn't trying to. Chick, that's enough, Sid said. She frowned but powered down the machine. Okay, Mr. Politico.com, now turn around. We gotta check the back end, she said with a grin. I swear I didn't know. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything. I didn't know, Joey pleaded. Sid rubbed his temples and shook his head. He let out a sigh, and Socks turned back into cat form, and immediately started making biscuits on Joey's crotchal ingredient.
Oh, they love doing that shit.
Dude, it hurts. Thanks for kneading my balls.
That's what I say to my wife every day. Am I right, fellas?
That's funny. I say that to your wife, too.
You don't.
I don't talk to her very often.
That would be the end of your friendship.
That we don't talk very often. Let him go, Fred, Sid said under his breath. But he's got a lichling inside of him, Fred protested. Yeah, and killing him won't matter because the lich already knows where we are, Sid countered. Fine, but I'm killing the next lich-infected mayor. I can guarantee you that, Fred said, as he slammed his axe against the stone pillar, causing it to implant into the stone. What is going on? Are we safe here or not? Joey said, panting and sweating. No, Sid said simply. We aren't safe anywhere. With that, he pushed a button. He pushed a button which revealed a large rope that dropped from the ceiling. He began to ring a bell as it was attached to completing this very circuitous series of buttons and ropes and alarms. Two arms! 2 arms! 2 arms to fuck some ant lich dicks off, he shouted. His voice echoed through the halls of the castle as everyone who could fight scurried around getting ready for the fight of their lives. Reese's the Wise sipped on a cocktail with a long and audible suck through the most elaborate straw Ugla had ever seen. After housing it in one gulp, he let out a ah and turned to look at his new friends.
He might be worse than the Technomancer.
He's pretty terrible. So, now that I've taken control of Wizard Yale and turned the old dean's office into my private all-see illusory enchantment reality room, or all-see deck, if you will, what can I do for my favorite time traveler hangers-on? I mean, friends. He lowered his sunglasses over the bridge of his nose and looked at them. Wizard Yale shirt, Squib shouted.
Uh-oh.
Done, Reese's replied. No, they may only be for a limited amount of time, so pick yours up soon. No, Ugla said, standing up and ripping off her Hawaiian shirt. Send us home now, old man, she demanded. I can stand to do another 3 weeks of this, Axe said, removing a cucumber from one eye and tossing it to the ground. Don't eat those, Squib. They'll turn you into like a roll-out desk or something. You know. You know what? Have at it, buddy, she said, throwing the other one on the ground. If that's all you wanted, why didn't you just say so, Reese said. Ugla's rage was now scientifically testable and repeatable in a controlled setting. Smoke was shooting from her ears because she also knew that spell that Debbie could do.
What a
We did all this stupid shit, and you just are like, oh, yeah, well, let's go. Why didn't you say so? Ugla yelled. And did her best Reese's impression. Reese's put an arm on her shoulder. Young wizard, you will find that the adventures you are on are the truest form of magic and reward. When you're old like me, you will look back on the times and pray you could relive them. I just want to see my family and Sid again. I'm just so tired, she said in almost tears. Well, then everyone who's going back to the future, saddle up, Reese said, waving his hands. Yay, Axe said sarcastically as she put her top back on. Finally, Dan said as he put one of Axe's tops back on. We shall go into the unknown swiftly, the Red Queen said, taking off Dan's top and putting it onto herself and then giving him a look. We's a going home! Jim shouted. Like Jar Jar, because let's face it, they're the same fucking archetype. I'm sure some Zoomer is frantically writing on TV tropes right now what the name of that trope is, because nothing can be similar to anything else without being reduced to a quippy meme or shrugged off as passé or trite, all while being reduced to a word or two to describe something that said Zoomer has never done or created in their lives. Also, he saw it on Attack on Titan or whatever the fuck bullshit passes for art.
This dude hates TV tropes.
I fucking hate it. It's like makes stupid people think they're fucking smart. It's stupid. It's dumb. Yeah, it's a trope. That's okay.
Yeah,
you got it. You
thing.
figured it out.
Well done.
You figured it out. Great work. Reese's rubbed his old ass hands together and formed a magical electrical portal into another dimension. See? Electricity, he said, winking to Ugla. When you're a grown-up, you can do this too. Yeah, I know what electricity is, dude, she yelled at him. And they all stepped through the portal into the unknown. On the other side, it was just blank blackness against a horizon of endless stars. Oh, man, did we go back too far? Are we going to have to build a time train and then fight a bunch of cowboys? Squib began to panic. No, this is the realm of my friend, Nyarlathotep. I cannot say that word. It's a real word. Don't look it up. This is me saying this. Nyarlathotep. Okay. Reese said as he did, a black mist began to form on the ground as it took shape. Nyarlathotep. Yeah, that guy. Is that how you say it? That's really good.
I think that's how you say it. It's a Lovecraftian thing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
just like racism. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you got to mention that when you bring him up, or they'll think
That's
you like
true.
it. They'll be like, "This guy likes racism."
Nuance. That's what's missing in the world today.
Nuance. As it took shape, the crew could see what looked like a 12-foot tall man. He's the elder god of chaos. They call him the crawling chaos, so, try not to piss him off or surprise him, okay? Reese said, whispering behind to the others. Reese's the butt-fucking wise, the being said, shaking the foundations of time itself. Nyar, my oldest and largest friend. Reese's held out his arms as if to hug this unfathomably powerful god. Remember that golf outing we had planned sometime back? The one you skipped and left me standing at the club alone for 3 hours before I went to the bar and was so bored I made Arnold Palmer mix iced tea and lemonade? Narlatep boomed.
He really is the king of chaos.
Who would have thought of that? That's crazy. Mixing the two? That's crazy. Yeah, I told you, though, my sister needed a ride to the airport dimension. Plus, I paid you back for the club rental, didn't I? Reese's began to sweat, holding his hands together. You did not.
Oh, God.
I may be the elder god of chaos, but that does not mean you can be rude. Reese's the asswipe.
God,
shouted, almost hurt. Well, my friend, these other friends need a ride back to Daranos Prime secant to 1.6 M83 adjacent. Please, Reese's pressed on. Why don't you just give them a ride yourself? Or perhaps send them to the airport dimension. Oh, because that doesn't exist. And you don't even have a sister, do you? I looked her up on Facebook. All I got were strippers and people who don't even live in your universe. Hey, yeah, you got me, Nyar. I'm sorry, friend. In fact, I hereby create a new universe, all filled with Reese's the Wise's made-up sisters, who are all strippers, except you love them like a sister, and you can't stand to see them sell their bodies for money, even though they're adults, and stripping is a very lucrative and time-honored profession. Chaos reigns! Nyar screamed. Into the void as the crew looked up and into the endless void of stars to see another bright pink star blink into existence. Ping! Yeah, let's just go there instead. Call it even Stevens, Axe said, licking her lips at the new stripper universe. Narlatep began to turn into black mist again and reformed into the hottest stripper anyone had ever seen. Her body was banging, but her face was just that of Reese's the Wise.
Oh.
Come on, big bro, come visit me at work. Nyar the stripper Wise said almost too sexually. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Dan said, vomiting. My God, Ugla said as her lip quivered and she rethought every moment of her life all at the same time. It's like the physical embodiment of be careful what you wish for and that Larry David had a baby, X said, mesmerized by the sheer juxtaposition appearing in front of her. Well, I'm ready to go to the stripper plane, Squib said hornily. Boom, boom, boom. Drums rattled outside the castle as Sid barked orders at refugees who were now thrust into the role of soldiers. Demi squeaked through a crevice in the outer mountain shell and laid low. Buff got behind her, but unable to navigate the cracks due to his girth. Kind of like, okay, keep the page count down. Focus.
It's all right. You can tell your mum jokes.
I can do it? Oh, and is this one of those things that I can do that you can't do?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay, that makes sense. Holy ding-dongs, she whispered. Outside, across the now endless field of death, where a forest once stood, were millions of Ant-Men. There were Scorp Riders and catapults and trebuchets. There were so many trebuchets, there were quadruchets.
Oh, that's great.
Fire lit up the now endless night as Demi could see all the way up to the horizon was filled with golden death. Mew, 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 Buffcat asked from below. We are so boned, BC, Demi said, still in awe of the size of the death machine in front of her. Scream! Demi ducked down instinctively as Axel the Dragon flew overhead playing a riff so metal it ignited the lightning in the sky and it rained down fire hail. So boned, she repeated.
Fire hail, god damn.
As Demi and Buffcat climbed down from the inner facade of the mountain back to the hidden castle, Sid, Fred, and Chick met them out front. Well, what's with all the drumming? the drumming from the undeep, Chick asked. Oh, they got like a drum line, and they're doing like Cirque du Soleil shit out there, Demi said. It's actually pretty sick.
Nick Cannon is fucked down there.
Mew, 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 Buffcat added. Yeah, that was crazy, Demi said. Suddenly, the largest explosion in the history of the realm rattled their ears as the entire side of the mountain, Mount St. Helen, outward into the cheer of millions of chittering ant-men. Sid ducked and dodged out of the way of some boulders while Chick threw up a force field to block them from everyone else. They have bombs in this bitch now, Fred shouted. I guess, Sid shouted over the screams. I mean, it's not that surprising, I guess, considering we have like bone cars and stuff, but wow, that is still surprising, Fred shook his head. Is this what shell shock feels like? Am I going to be put into a ward of some kind? He began to panic.
Oh, God.
Above them, flapping a horrible fiery wind, was Axel playing so sick of a riff that Fred got out his all-C ball and searched the song on Apple Music. On his way back to the Lich. On his back was the Lich. He was about the size and scale of Axel, and in his hand was a scepter of gold. His armor shone brightly even in the night as the fires lit up around him even in the air. Come out, wherever you are, the Lich boomed. Oh, that's right, you're trapped in the mountain like rats. So it begins, or ends, Sid said, unsheathing socks. To be concluded!
Hey!
Oh. The Battle of Helm's Deep Dicking.
God damn it, I'm writing that down.
I'll have forgotten it by next time, so.
The Battle of Helm's Deep Dish Pizza.
Oh, nice. Joey Pizza is going to lead the battle.
That's because he was there.
Quadriches.
They're really good.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, so that's, yep.
That's where we're
Everything
at.
you've done this season is worth it now.
Oh, thank God. You know what? I was worried.
You were worried you weren't going to get it in.
We're all waiting for that one moment where everything we've written will be worth it.
Well, man, dude, that's the truest shit.
Yeah.
Only
That's
took
the
77
truest shit.
episodes.
I believe they call that the 77 episode trope.
Yeah, that's definitely on TV tropes somewhere. And if it isn't, it will be now.
I bet the Jar Jar trope is just called like Jar Jar Binks trope or something fucking stupid.
The Binks.
I'm looking it up.
It's probably called the Jar Jar.
I don't know, because you had like
Scrappy. It's called the Scrappy.
Scrappy dude.
Annoying sidekick, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's
see.
called.
Yeah.
Should have known.
Well, because I was going to say, like, Snarf, you know, like, T-Bob from Mask, you know, you had all these shitty cartoon characters that fit that trope
I will say, to take up, for the first time in my life, for our Zoomer listeners that probably don't exist, TV tropes is firmly a millennial creation.
Yeah, well, we create things and they ruin it. That's what I learned.
Not untrue.
You are correct, sir.
That was good, dude.
All right, that's cool. Next time, then we'll have to do another season.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes, and then we'll do another season after that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Then we'll probably be dead.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, you think
sweet.
we've got 3 more years in us as a planet? I don't know.
As a planet?
Yeah. Oh, the planet will go on, but as a race, I mean, a race of, like, people. I don't think so.
What are you, a racist?
Are you talking about wacky races?
We'll be right back after this excellent piece of music. Welcome back to my favourite part of the show, part 3, so close to bedtime.
Almost done.
So close to bedtime.
Actually, no, because we always do something after the show. But Jeff has promised that his story is good. I said he always says this.
Nothing.
I said he always says this, and we always fall for it.
He didn't promise. He said he knew his story.
He did. He said, I know my story is good.
Setting me up for failure. Thanks, fellas.
He was like, you guys' story sucked.
I was like, both of your stories fucking garbage. My story, gold.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm going last, pussies. He called us pussies.
Yeah.
And then
That's a word you can imagine me saying a lot, right?
Jeff says that all the time.
then he peeled off in his Mustang and did donuts in our...
That was him!
Josh and I's joint front yard, and then he came back in.
He's Tokyo drifting around us.
I was like, check this out, cum guzzlers.
And we were like, whoa!
He was like, check out my 5.0 piss lickers.
This isn't even my story yet.
No.
Am I introed? Is it over?
Yeah, all right, okay. So, let's dim the lights. Let's put on the candle. Let's try not to piss pants.
Get that
as we
Barry
head over.
White going. Oh, baby.
Jeff, get it on.
The title of my story is The 666 Society Part 5, Zoo Books Volume 33, Bears and Frankensteins. A Frankenstein PI mystery.
It's the only one I don't have for my collection.
Yeah, I'm missing that one. It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
From the Case Files of Adam Frankenstein, Private Investigator, New York, New York, Fall 1935, Entry 17. Now, believe you me, this wasn't exactly part of the grand plan to get my rotten ass off of this carnival attraction-ass island and back to civilization. I'd been knocked unconscious multiple times in what was probably a single day, I don't even fucking know, and my patience was becoming as thin as what little membrane remained around my brain matter.
Aww.
To be fair to myself, I don't think too many people prepare for the eventuality of being maced in the face by a cute woodland creature with a noxious gas hose popping out of its throat. So I guess I'll call the whole thing a wash. I woke up in a haze to the fuzzy outline of a bunch of massive round shapes and some low guttural growling. But I didn't remember paying anybody a cover charge, so I figured I was in yet another life or death situation. As my vision cleared, I hated to prove to myself right yet again. I was surrounded on all sides by gigantic Kodiak bears. Some of them hunching back and growling spitefully at me. Globs of disgusting...
Put that bear sound effect in, please.
Oh, the classic...
Yep.
growl.
Actually, it's a red-tailed hawk.
They fucking continue PTSD happening here. Globs of disgusting spittle missed in the air while others stood on their hind legs and took phantom swings at me to show me they meant business. I sat up with a start, causing all of them to jolt back a step from me in surprise. I took a look around, trying to rub the side of my head like a truck driver trying to tune in Tokyo on your mom's stank-ass, rank-ass old nipples. Out behind the Buc-ee's between her shifts at the over 50 nudie bar / retirement place.
Buc-ee's.
I wasn't just in the middle of the world's shittiest children's fable without a bowl of porridge to my name. I was actually in the middle of some kind of wildlife enclosure, surrounded by high bars and a solid metal ceiling in the distance everywhere I looked. I woke up in a fucking bear cage. Welcome to the last day of your life, detective. A familiar voice I'd love to never heard again came filtering in from the distance. I tilted my head around one of the snarling bear's massive bear asses to catch a glimpse. It was, naturally, Agatha Redgrave, the witch herself. She stood on the other side of the bars in a long red dress with a short black coat, a huge wide-brimmed hat slouched down over one of her eyes, and her black lips curled into a rueful snarl at the sight of me. "You having bears kill me?" I yelled across the distance between us, which made all the bears flinch again at my movement. There were about 8 of them now, I'd noted, with only 2 was still within striking distance. Ain't any of you fucking funny paper flunkies heard of animal cruelty laws? First the
1932.
First the fist-fighting dog on the ship, and now this? What's next, Marmaduke? Redgrave began to speak, but was instantly cut off by another voice chiming in with, "Yeah, we're gonna have these big old bears rip your head off and dookie it out of their butts with their honey or some junk." Redgrave sighed, side-eyeing her compatriot stepping up to the bars next to her, lithe and wrapped from head to toe in flowing bandages with a golden ornament chest armor and circlet to show her status despite her desiccated, eyeless facial features, stood Queen Kafari, the living mummy. She waved her hands mystically at me, and I couldn't help but feel a little embarrassed too, honestly. "How the hell did you two get paired up?" I yelled across the distance, causing even the two remaining angry bears to drop to their feet and begin to walk away from me. "Also, you bears don't really seem like they're in the mood to shit my head or whatever. You got like a backup plan, like you gonna coke them up or..." "Shut the hell up already, god damn!" Redgrave yelled back, before regaining her composure with a small clearing of her throat. "The Count believed we would make an unstoppable team. Not that you will ever have the great pleasure of seeing how our magics work in tandem. You see..." But again, Queen Kafari cut her off, screeching out loudly, "We electrified the bars, dummy! You're like totally trapped in there forever. If you touch those bars, you're going up like a pretty little firecracker. Bing, bang, boom." She made a big hand gesture that probably meant an explosion, but I wasn't paying much attention at that point. I was looking at Redgrave. "Quite," she muttered, rubbing her forehead with the back of her hand. There was a pretty obvious vein popping out right about there, visible even from that far away. "And we're obviously just gonna charm the bears to eat you. I don't really care about any of this anymore here."
Man,
She waved
you
a
can
hand
do what
in the-
you love, especially if it's bear hypnotizing.
She waved a hand in the air and began to mutter in some strange gibberish under her breath. Her eyes started glowing, crackling with energy, and even Queen Kafari cackled out a brainless, shrieking laughter that didn't deter her. A crackle of strange purple energy rattled through the cage at a speed I couldn't follow even with your mom's jism spurt clocking eyes, leaping from one bear to another with a mad electric current.
Holy shit!
Each bear's head snapped around at me like your mom seeing a college guy wearing gray sweatpants. Their eyes on fire with the strange purple glow that pervaded every weirdo spell that Redgrave bitched into existence so far. "Ah, for fuck's sake," I muttered out to myself, standing up to my feet for the first time in a bit and feeling all the more woozy for the effort. I put up my dukes and took a few steps away from the now encroaching bears, each one of them big enough and angry enough to cause some serious damage to me. I was literally between a bear and a hard place with the bars coming up behind me fast. Now this next part is probably going to upset some of you at home who don't like to hear about a guy beating the shit out of a bunch of innocent wild animals, regardless of their bewitched status. Today,
Nah, these are the bears that killed the bear guy. What's his name? Bear Man?
Leonardo
Bear
DiCaprio.
Grylls?
No, the guy from the documentary where he gets eaten.
Bear Man.
Bear Man. That's what I said. Bear Man.
To that I say, perhaps remember that this is a fucking shit. To this I say, perhaps remember that this is fucking fiction. There ain't no such thing as a goddamn Frankenstein. Grow the fuck up. Get real.
Get real.
As a matter of fact, I'm just Jeff Pennington doing a funny voice right now and shit. None of this shit even really
Wow! Next you're gonna tell me Santa Claus isn't real, man. Come on.
Yeah, none of this shit even really happened. Or did it? Anyway, so I start knocking the shit out of these bears, right? They were leaping at me and I was punching them out of the sky like a Popeye cartoon. Everything was going pretty fine until one of them managed to leap at a similar time to another, and I didn't have the opportunity to swat it down like the bitch ass it was. The thing's jaw latched onto my forearm and tore pretty deep down into the meat there, which probably seemed like a pretty good thing for the bear. But it turned out not so much, because I just used the bear's big old bear body like a huge-ass cudgel to swing into the other bears, sending them all flying like 10 pins after a strike. I bashed the one holding onto my arm in the head with a resounding bop and it dropped off too, leaving me in a big beard nappy time room with a bloody bite mark and a real bad Yelp review half written in my head for Dracula Island.
Yelp.
He just, totally trounced our bears, Betty, Queen Kafari cried out, holding onto her cheeks like that Home Alone kid, McHale's Navy or whatever his name was. Or will be, depending on when I'm writing this. I can see that, you brainless fucking wench, Redgrave screamed at her, her eyes on fire with hatred behind them. The two of them arguing like that gave me an idea. A perfect idea for exactly how to exploit their weaknesses as a team to escape this predicament. I threw one of the bears through the bars and into the two of them. Overhead lobbed that bitch right into him, right down the plate. The bars gave way and so did they, flying across the open courtyard beyond them and bouncing with the big bear's blubber butt into the side of a small metal and sheet building on the other side of the walkway. Stepping out of the broken cage bars, I found myself standing in the middle of a courtyard of a pretty incredible zoo. There were multiple levels going up and out from this central courtyard with gigantic metal cages reaching as far as the eye could see up them. Flamingos, tigers, not so much bears anymore. They were taking a nap or whatever, but other animals and shit. You get the idea. And in the middle of the courtyard was a gigantic stone statue perched above a brilliantly shining, reflecting pool fountain. Even without clocking the darkness beyond all the bright lights of the zoo, I could tell it had already passed nightfall by quite a bit thanks to the huge orb of twisting metal the statue in the middle of the fountain was holding, which had illuminated from within. It hummed with a deep electrical din from inside. It was honestly a pretty beautiful setup, but it did get ruined pretty quickly by Kafari and Redgrave returning to the picture. They were pretty disheveled looking and couldn't have been more pissed off if they had tried to be. They'd forgotten about any beef between them and were focusing all their ire on me, which seemed pretty familiar when it came down to my interactions with women, to be honest. I bring people together, really. You're gonna, regret the day you were shit out and sewn together, you big bogus bitch, Queen Kafari screamed out, raising her hands up in the air and causing a huge surge of sand to rise up out of every nook and cranny in the stonework below her feet. The swirling typhoon of the stuff slowly began to spiral at her side at a beck and call. Now make peace with whatever god you think would allow you to exist, Boobala, because we're sending you back to him in the original pieces. She's perfectly right, detective. Redgrave smirked hatefully, her own hands raising to send surging purple energy crackling from one of them to the other in violent arcs, her eyes manic with bloodlust. The Count knew you could evade our attacks because of our need to recoup our magics between them. But now we can simply alternate the onslaught, and you won't even be able to take a breath. I will relish your slow and horrifyingly painful death, Frankenstein. Kill him, Queen. Couldn't we just do a rock, paper, scissors, or... I managed to mumble out before the onslaught started. Kafari threw her hands forward, and suddenly my entire body was being buffeted by sharp, jagged sand, which tore and ripped at my flesh like 1,000 tiny razor blades. Ugh. My blood was painting the sand red within seconds, but it didn't stop, and no amount of putting my hands in front of my face was helping this time. By the time she withdrew her attack, I was pretty much covered in blood, and every shred of clothing I was wearing looked like an emo teen had gotten to it before a My Chemical Romance concert date. I had something or other smart-ass to say, but I didn't have much of a chance to say it. Redgrave's weirdo purple energy hit me like a fucking Mack truck, and I was skipping across the stone courtyard like a fucking stone across water, leaving behind a smear of my flesh and blood with every skip. It felt a little like being electrocuted, burned, and flash frozen at the same time somehow. It's pretty odd to explain. You can guess what happened next, right? Yeah? Sand. Right up my fucking dead-ass butt cheeks and buffeting me all over. They had a good plan, all right, and I'll skip you the details exactly, but they took turns blasting my dumb ass for at least a couple minutes, and I didn't like a goddamn second of it. I'm up to all kinds of
Krillin over here on Namek, just getting fucked up.
No doubt. I'm up for all kinds of kinky shit, but nobody likes sand in their unmentionables, and I don't think I'm built for the kind of masochism that loves getting bazookaed by a fucking witch anyway. The two of them were cackling together in the seconds between each shot and congratulating each other for my demise. The Count will be so pleased with our performance, Redgrave guffawed, holding a hand in front of a mouth like those rich bitches do on anime when they're laughing and shit.
Oh, I hate that shit.
We're gonna get, like, such a big reward for this. Yay, us! Kafari squealed back, clapping her hands excitedly. Who's gonna get top billing, though? I managed to groan out between my ass-beating intervals. The sand and magic blast suddenly stopped. What was that? What are you saying? Redgrave said with an upturn of a nose, as if that question couldn't be any more ridiculous. Dracula said, one of you would kill me. I groaned out, rolling over onto my back as I'd taken to just laying down after a while of getting my shit pushed in. One of you would get the accolades, right? Well, don't be dense and stuff. I'm like a huge Hollywood starlet and a queen. Of course I'm gonna get top billing, silly. Kafari said with a giggle and a wave of a hand. What are you babbling about? Redgrave grimaced haughtily. I'm the Count's right-hand man. We planned this entire thing together, and my magic is what's allowed it to even happen to begin with. I will be the one receiving the Count's accolades. You're such a poser, Kafari said, putting a hand up in front of Redgrave's face as if to tell her to talk to it instead of her, in some kind of all-encompassing insult that maybe like an entire decade of girls would love to say to each other. I'm a queen, sweet pea. You should be thankful I let you be one of my subjects, as if.
Damn.
You just blow sand around. We could have hired a fucking Black & Decker and gotten the same result.
Black & Decker? Now everyone knows stuff from the 80s and 90s.
Redgrave screeched, slapping Kafari's hand away violently. Maybe you can sandblast the back deck on the Count in my 4th vacation home and finally make yourself useful. Girlie, the only thing blowing around here is you whenever the Count tells you to get on your knees.
Damn, this is getting real nasty.
Kafari said with a twist of a neck and a lilting pointing finger. Maybe you should have our back deck, like, get a little less blasted around his homes, if you know what I mean. Redgrave was gasping all over dramatically when the second bear hit both of them. The weight of it crashed into both of their bodies and sent them flying across the courtyard, bouncing with all gusto into the water of the gigantic fountain at its center. By the time they had partially dislodged from underneath the bear enough to see me, I had not only made it back to my feet and thrown a full-grown adult grizzly bear at him, but I'd also sprinted across the courtyard and was standing next to the fountain waiting for him. Instantly, Queen Kafari raised her arms to try to command her sand to strike out at me again, but found herself too completely doused from head to toe to commune with it any longer. It was mostly a muddy mess in the water around her, making it more difficult for her to move. So bogus, she screeched. You fucking rat bastard! Redgrave screamed at the top of her lungs and drew her free hand up from underneath the bear to summon her magics once more. But, you know how I mentioned earlier the whole having to take turns to regroup and keep attacking me thing? Well, I took advantage of that. I smashed my fist down into the ground at the edge of the fountain, threw a steel plate terminus below my feet. Took me less than a second to wrap my hand around the massive electrical cable which fed into the fountain, energizing that huge light the statue was holding at its center. Less than another to rip it out of the ground and short-circuit every light in the entire fucking zoo from the overload. And less than 2 seconds after that, to throw the loose, sparking end of it like a javelin into the water of the fountain. From pitch black to lit up like the 4th of July, the electrical sparks in the water jolted to life and arced from current to current, engulfing both of them in enough power to barbecue a fucking T-Rex and have enough juice left over to poach its big-ass Yoshi eggs. After a second, the light subsided. I held my breath as best as a raggedy-ass, slap-chopped-ass corpse could, waiting to hear the next sound. Roar! The grizzly bear I had thrown stood next to the fountain, looking at me like I was the fucking dumb one. It had somehow made it out of the water all right. It turned and plodded away from me into the distance, presumably to join the rest of its unbrainwashed brethren.
That's good, he got me.
Inside the fountain, 2 bodies floated, accompanied by jettison sparks every few seconds. Good enough for me. I probably should have checked to see that, like, they were actually dead, so they didn't come back in a surprise revenge story down the line, but it's whatever. I fucking booked it. I was feeling pretty much like a can of Pillsbury biscuits after the tin is blown. Barely hanging together in my torn-up-ass sausage case of a body, but I still managed to make a pretty good time.
That's art right there. That's metaphor. That's art.
Hell, it even felt like I knew where I was going for a change. We weren't too far off from the beach. I could smell it in the air, so I just toucan Sam'd my ass in that direction and followed my nose. The trail was pretty well kept, since it was apparently meant to take somebody up from the beach and into the zoo straight off the bat. It turns out Gil wasn't lying to me for once, because right there in the distance encroached a huge-ass glass-encased bungalow with a massive telescope on top of it. I hobbled as fast as I could possibly hobble up to it, keeping an eye open for mechanical foxes or machine gun-wielding baboons or whatever the fuck else this hellhole was gonna shove up my ass before I finally got to go home and take a goddamn shower. It took me way longer than I felt it should have to make that trip, and I did have to stop to piss on a stump once, but none of that's really pertinent to the story, so we'll move right along.
Read that part.
The front door to the bungalow was locked, but it was made out of glass, so technically it was always unlocked. I made my way in and looked around. It was pretty palatial, honestly. It looked like something out of James Bond, even though they hadn't made one of those yet, so how could I possibly have known about it? The reference it.
Yeah,
I guess
sure.
we'll never know.
That thing!
That's what does it.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
I guess we won't.
But there were high-backed bucket seats and dangling crystal chandeliers with beautiful silver-gilded drapes and wide marble countertops. The whole works for shoving your paycheck in everybody's face. But much more important for me, and for keeping this story going at as steady a clip before I run out of time and pages, there was a huge spiral staircase in the center of the room which led down below the floor, and the smell of the sea was overwhelming coming from it. I took the stairs one at a time, feeling my strength coming back to me a little at the prospect of finally getting the fuck out of this shitty story. I mean podcast. I mean situation. The stairs turning did make me feel a bit woozy, but what I saw at the bottom of them made it all worth it. Several wooden docks, pristine and lacquered, spread out before me, and at the end of each of them, shining in the new morning sun that was peeking up over the horizon by now, was a boat. 4 smaller speedboats, a mid-sized yacht, and a gigantic old freighter boat that had brought me to this godforsaken island to begin with. I would have smiled my stitches loose if it wasn't for what was waiting for me at the end of the dock that split off into all those perfect escapes. Standing tall and thin, accentuated by an extremely tall bouffant of black hair with a streak of electric white to match my own. Wearing a long white trench coat tied at the waist and a tall black boots to match her gloves. Holding a Thompson submachine gun pointed right at my guts was my lovely ex-fiancée, Eve. She glowered at me with all the hatred in her heart and racked the Tommy gun in her arms with a loud metallic rattle. She turned her lip up and motioned with the end of the barrel for me to walk towards her, but I didn't move. "None of them stood a chance with you here," I said through the blood seeping through my teeth. "Flattery will only get you a deeper grave." was all that Eve said in return. To be concluded.
Whoa!
That was great.
Thank you.
That was so good.
You could do a whole season of Adam Frankenstein, and I don't think
I
wouldn't care. I genuinely...
That voice is killing me now. After this many episodes.
When do they find out that that's your real voice and this other
This
I've been
Jeff
faking
voices,
it this whole time.
Yeah.
Wow,
crazy.
The amount of times that you and I, Josh, said exactly the same thing at exactly the same time. That's the thing.
It got to the point where I
crazy.
thought that Rich wasn't on the call anymore because I couldn't hear him saying the same thing
We're
Josh
both
was
saying
saying.
the same shit. I love that. I love the way just he is. Like, I love him.
Yeah.
He's a lovable oaf. This big bastard.
Is.
I also want to eat a giant poached Yoshi egg. For breakfast.
That's a lot of eggs,
So
man.
good. Yeah, I'd
I'd
There's a
definitely
lot
have,
of electricity in
one
this
egg equals 50 eggs.
Yeah, I definitely have digestive issues after eating a Yoshi egg.
There
Not me.
was a lot of electricity in this one. There was a lot of excessive violence in this one. So I think I covered all my bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when he got Krillin around. That was fun.
How is he going to stand up to Eve when he's like a Pillsbury fucking biscuit tin broken open already?
He always gets out of it somehow. He's smarter than he thinks he is.
I think he's going to convince her not to kill him. I think it's going to be a lack of combat. I think he's going to work his magic, work his charm.
I think he's gonna just buck nasty fucker the whole episode.
Our prompts
We will
next
have
week
to
are
see.
barebacking and corpses.
Broken condoms.
Barebacking and corpses. Jesus Christ.
Where are we all
good
going to
thing-
go with that one?
It's a good thing I'm doing a Frankenstein story, is all I'm saying.
I wouldn't put it past those filthy fucks to make corpses and barebacking a prompt.
Yeah, they would be
true.
do it just to see us hate it, just to see us hate writing it. You know, like I'd hate writing.
Yeah, Josh
it.
would not get any enjoyment out of it whatsoever.
Don't ever put penis and vagina as prompts.
Don't. I'm
Don't.
too embarrassed.
Begging you. Yeah, that was great. Like, I can't get enough Adam Frankenstein. So,
He's the best.
Well, I genuinely think, probably out of all our... Like, there's a few that are at the top, but I think Adam Frankenstein is, like, the one character that could be done as a genuinely funny, outside this podcast product. Like, it's just like, it's a really good idea.
Like
I'm
a soap?
jealous. Like, you know, like a...
It's very Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It would be a perfect Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Damn, thank
Yeah.
you guys. That's really nice.
No, it makes it. No, shut up. It's not. It's true.
I'm jealous. I said to Rachel the other day, I'm jealous I didn't create Adam Frankenstein. She's listening to season 2 and she said, like, the story where Jeff was doing the voices for you might have been one of your funniest of the season. And I was like, damn you, I just borrowed its world.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
Writer syndrome.
But it's just like, even like taking a dip into that world was so fun for me. So I can only imagine how fun it
Yeah.
is for you doing it all the time.
It is like I am not tired of writing it. I
Yeah.
might be tired of saying it, but I'm not tired of writing it
Yeah.
because he is an infinitely fun character to get in the head of, and his world is so fucked up and weird. It's really fun to write in.
Him and the Candle Cousins are just like, mwah.
Thank you. The Candle
alright.
Cousins
Yeah.
will return next season.
Yeah. Unless they're in the next
Avengers
episode.
Doomsday.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if like Adam Frankenstein is like losing or whatever, and then the Candle Cousins rock up in a speedboat with machine guns?
Dude, a boat from Thunder in Paradise.
I,
I believe it's called Thunder.
Thunder, is that the boat? Yeah, I think you're
so.
right. I think that's what it is.
oh, all right then. So, where's my notes? Let's close the cover on
Oh, it
this
stinks.
week's
It's a stinky
stories.
cover.
Stinky old cover.
Our prompts for next one, the end of season 3.
Shit.
Shores, as in beaches, Shores, by Ian Squires, very
Crazy.
prevalent. And
Crazy.
Jonathan Anderson of the Anderson Brothers, no relation, gave us Paradoxes.
Wow, this is the first I'm hearing this. It's so crazy.
I also didn't hear this earlier.
Wow.
We certainly didn't do this before the show.
This is new information for me.
It's new to me, damn it.
If you listener, avid listener who we love with all our hearts, want to suggest prompts for the next season of the show, then you need to head over to patreon.com/storylords, and you need to head over there and pledge to us, and for $5 you get access to the Discord, you get access to Afterlords, our sidecast that we do every 4 weeks. You get to suggest prompts. We've got one of the nicest Patreons on the planet. I've seen them all. And
Seen them all.
seen them all.
I've seen it all. It's too late.
Gives $1 to every Patreon so you can keep up with all of us.
Only for a month, and then I head on to the next one that's cropped up. So we've got a really nice one, and it's great in there. You can see all the people that are also full on mentions. So for $10 you get access. You get access to our other side casts. So that might be a redesign by committee or a Cunt Rushmore. I've got a good idea for a Cunt Rushmore for this very after episode.
It's always good.
let's
It's
go.
always good when we don't prepare for that.
Yeah,
I love it. Let's go.
it's the best. Or you could get another Afterlords, or an In Lame Man's Terms, which it's Jeff's turn to do an In Lame Man's Terms next time.
I'm really debating on explaining JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to you guys.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow. Oh, I know nothing about that, so that would be good.
I feel that you're not going to believe me.
Oh, I believe you. I'll just head over to TV Tropes and look up all the tropes.
The thing is, like, there's so many TV shows and movies and stuff that have like fantastical or weird or bizarre in the title, and they do not live up to it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure lives up to it in every single part.
Oh, man. Well, that sounds great. If you want to... And there's other tiers where you can get free merch, you can get access to a basic hangout with us, where we promise we will,
need to set
after
that-
this
we need to set that
episode,
time.
set that date, because we know we're a month
And
late
I'll do
with it.
we'll do like a Patreon post about it, so everyone who's on the Patreon will know about it. And it's only for them anyway, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So, we had so much fun doing it last time. We had a lot of people in with us, all playing Jackbox.
I was so drunk.
I was so tired.
Yeah, we all started getting a little sleepy off alcohol and not sleeping.
Yeah.
The
towards the
alcohol made me sleepy.
We need to figure out what exactly we're doing, and we need to set a
Strip
date.
poker. What?
What was that?
Yeah,
Strip
and then
poker?
if you join an upper tier, I do a free Discord profile pick for you, and there's like promises of merch, in a 6-month period, which we probably need to look at. But yeah, support the show, help us out. I don't want to work, so it'd be really good.
Yeah.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Let me talk to you guys and my friends all day. Like, please.
But yeah, head over to patreon.com/storylords and help 3 brothers out. Storylords is on YouTube.
It's like that movie Four Brothers, but it's 3 brothers.
Yeah, because
Our
one
fourth
died.
brother is. Our
One
fourth
died
brother
because
is.
of lack of funds.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That's so much better than what I was going to say. I was just going to say it was Kevin or Greg.
We can't pick, so it's dead. It's a dead brother. If you're thinking of doing a re-listen before the end of season 3, then you need to head over to YouTube and search for Story Lords. You can comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that jazz. They're all up now. They're all up. They're there. That's
amazing.
They're ready for listening.
And that's John Anderson?
John Anderson and Chris Balso did that for us.
No relation.
John Anderson, perhaps the coolest dude ever. Chris Balso on that list, way up there too. Just dope dudes.
Yeah.
I can't believe he did that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really good of them. If you want to see any of the art, if you want to find out anything about the show, you want to look at Nate Bitt's excellent animated intro to the show, then you need to head over to storylords.page or storylords.card with 2rs.co. Big thanks to Vidison as always for the use of his music. We love having Greg on, so we'll get Greg on in season 4.
Yeah. He messaged me the other day, like he texted me and he was like, when's the start of the new season? Like, how long are you guys taking in between? And I was like, I don't know. It's like the normal like month, I guess, that we normally take. And he was like, good, because I'm making new music.
He's out of his mind.
I was like, dude, you do not have to do this.
I love Greg, but that's just it. I just love him.
He's such a great dude.
There's no but.
There's
no but.
He never lets us pay for stuff either. Like, I remember trying to get pay him for Toonhounds, and he wouldn't let me pay for Toonhounds. Yeah. I was like, dude, you gotta let me do something.
I left a crisp hundo on his desk after we fucked, and he was like, no.
I'm not a hooker, is what he said. That was the quote. I paid him
why do you fuck like one, baby?
Like, in the entire history of him making music for stuff, I paid him for 2 pieces of music, and that was like pulling teeth to get him to accept the money.
Well, this season, he made 9 separate pieces of music for the incidentals between ads. It's just insane. All of them are just top quality.
He's great. He's fucking great. It makes me fucking sick.
Yeah.
Better than all of us, I would say.
I would agree.
Definitely better than you two.
Wow.
Fucking
I see how we're doing it.
I'm not even... that's nothing wrong that he said there. That's
Look, I have told you to. I'm not being my detractor anymore. I'm being my biggest cheerleader. So,
you're not being your detractor.
Fuck you, Greg. I'm better than you.
You're being your lawnmower.
Oh, nice. I think there's a fine line between being like, I'm pretty good, and fuck you guys, I'm better than you.
I don't see that line at all.
No, it's really tough. Yeah, I agree with Rich.
Shocking news to me.
Yeah, it's tough.
I would read the Story Lords patrons, but for some reason my Patreon account has signed me out. So if anyone else wants to do that, nudge,
I have them on a list of paper.
Hey! Really?
Yeah, because I have to make... Reese's makes tips for them now.
Oh yeah.
So we got Lord of Lords, Squid Ludwig.
Hey!
The High
Concubine of Lord, Stephen.
McConkey.
Can I stop you there? Stephen said was great to one of the people in Discord the other day who was having I can't even remember who it was, so I forget about that. So sorry, but but basically Stephen said. Stephen said when someone was having some problems or lost their job, if you need me to cover your Patreon money this month, just let me know.
Damn!
Hypermensch. Wow.
He is a concubine.
He's just a really nice guy as well. I really like Stephen. So, yeah.
Just we have like this weird like collection of some of the most giving, loving, wonderful people as patrons of our program, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and then we have Josh Henderson, lover 60,
who only loves a third of the podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. Which I think he's doing great. He's doing a great job. Then we got Hooch, Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, Gordon Ream, the brothers Andrew.
Anderson, you mean?
Anderson,
John Anderson and
Anthony Stoker. Yeah, John Anderson and what's
Jake?
Oh, shit. I just wrote
Jake Anderson. Sorry, Jake.
Chris Balso, Pez King, Ratty IRL, and Somebody named Renee Yarp. I don't know who that is.
Wow.
That's not a name. I just think I wrote something down. Yes, welcome to another Wizard Tips with me, the mighty Reese's the Wise. This week, everyone who is a special patron gets a new houses. Like, you know in Harry Potter how they have the Griffin snores and all of them? Well, we're going to do new ones. I don't want to hear it from the British one about, J.K. Rowling, blah, 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 yeah, she's evil, I know, we know. So the Lord of Lords, Squid Ludwig, your new house, let me reach into this magical Eagles Super Bowl hat I have here. Falcon come. There you go. Concubine of Lords. Stephen, you are now in the house, the Crab Apples. Congratulations, that's a very good one. Josh Henderson, lover 69, you can be in any house you want, baby. You can be in all of them. I don't care. You do whatever you want. Right, Hooch and Werewolf Bar Mitzvah? You're in Cum Biscuits. That's not a house. That is not a house. That is a recipe that got mixed up in here. I was looking for that one earlier. Gordon Reeves and the Brothers Anderson, you are now in Couch Hoof. Good, solid, down salt of the earth house. Anthony Stoker, Chris Barnes, and Rena Kemp, you're in Turtle Beef. Another very good down to earth house. Pesking, you're in your own house, Camp Guinea Pig. That is your house. Congratulations. Hope you have fun this summer at Camp Guinea Pig. And Ratty IRL, your new house, Zebratron. Excellent. That's it for this week. Stay tuned for more Wizard Tips next week if you pay for it. Thank you, bye.
I thank all of you so much. Those are like high roller, high tier folks who are really keeping the show going, keeping us like the lights on at our houses and stuff. Like, thank you so much.
I have to burn trash to stay warm.
It smells so bad, it hurts my eyes.
I have pink eye.
Wait a minute, is that trash Republicans? Because I'm okay with
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves.
Burn an ice agent. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks, Josh,
I got
for doing
pink.
that as well.
That's what t-shirt we need to make. I got pink eye from burning an ice agent to stay warm.
Damn, that's a great shirt.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We all really appreciate you for helping support the show and staying with us as long as you have as well. Like most of you have been supporters of the show for the whole 3 years.
Like a long time. Wow.
And it's longer than 3 years as well, because we've taken about half a year of breaks. So
no, don't say that. That's not true.
Don't tell them that.
Tell them that.
It's at least 3.25 years by the time you work it out. But like, you know, also you guys have been really supportive about the fact that this season we've taken another couple of breaks. We've taken like a first quarter and a third quarter break because it gets tough doing this every 2 weeks. Especially when you have no happiness left in your soul anymore.
That does cause a problem. Yeah.
That's my secret, Captain Rich. I had never had a soul or happiness in there.
It's like a lot more difficult than you would imagine to write like a short story, like a full short story that feeds into a bigger narrative every couple weeks. So.
Yeah. It is pretty tough, but we love doing it. And
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You're crying.
No. Yeah, we have a great fucking time making them, and we have an amazing time telling them to each other, and hearing what you guys have to say about it's always a fucking highlight. So, thank you all so much.
Right. Well, next week is the last episode of season 3. We've got to figure out
Renee Kemp. That's the name. I
Rena Kemp.
Yeah.
Rena Kemp.
Yes. Kemp. Yeah.
Did you say Malonite as well?
I didn't. I don't think.
Yeah.
Malonite. I might have forgotten.
Oh my god. Malonite's the lore master.
Yeah. We remembered you all eventually.
Got there.
It worked out eventually.
Next episode is the last episode of the season. If you want us to do anything in that season break, I think Weird Man said that they would happily do another quiz, and I didn't press him on it.
Oh my god!
But
That went so well last time.
Do you know what? It's been a year. I could do it. I could do it again.
I had a great time. I don't know about you guys.
I mean,
just gonna go to the gun store right here.
Just borrow the family suicide gun, Josh. That's
They won't let me have it anymore after all the times I joked around about it.
oh damn it. Anyway,
Kept, like doing the Cosby head jiggle and putting it in his mouth over and over again.
Oh, look at me!
click, 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 click.
They're like scrambling to grab it from you, and you're going click, 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 click.
Put it down, Josh. No, put it down. Drop it.
We had people
Josh.
suggest us things to do for our special like one-off thing between seasons too. So we'll look at those. We'll figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah. But we're probably gonna take a month break, so 2 whole episodes of Story Lords, just so that we can recharge a little bit.
Recharge the balls.
Yeah, absolutely, and then discharge the balls.
Yeah.
Recharge,
the balls.
discharge, recharge again.
Hey, the balls are
in and out.
inert, right, Dragon Ball Z fans? right?
Yeah.
But anyway, we will be back in 2 weeks for our season 3 finale. You're gonna love it. We're gonna love it. Our mums are gonna love it. Your mum's definitely gonna love it.
You're gonna love the way you look.
So we'll see you in 2 weeks for more Story Lords. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.